Crutches. Simple, but awesome invention. People without legs or with broken legs or feet or whatever can be somewhat mobile. It's an invention that's, we believe, around 3000 BC, give or take a couple BCs, in ancient Egypt. At least that's the earliest evidence we have as to crutches, because of like hieroglyphics and whatnot. They show some dude at the walk-in clinic maybe lost his leg to a mummy or some shit. So anyways, these particular crutches did serve a great purpose. They are in perfect condition. They are, of course, made of aluminum. So I'm going to cut them up and melt them into little aluminum bricks. First thing I'm going to do is weigh them as is to see how much plastic and rubber, screws, metal is in there. Then once I have it all stripped and sectioned, I'll weigh it again to see how much aluminum we have. Then I'm going to melt them piece by piece, pour them into brick by brick, and then we'll weigh them again and see what the deal is. Why? I don't know, because I like melting shit. Come on. Oh, for the love of Pete. All right, let's try this again. $54.76 O's. 5 O's. You done? 54.5 Oz. 54.4 Oz. All right, so now the fun part. I get to tear these things completely apart. Stainless steel goes to me mate for recycling. Metal. Aluminum. Go on there. There you go. More metal. damn these cheap ass pliers. Fuck, that hurt. God dang it, man. Fuck, I hate cheap pliers. Ow! God damn it. Told you they were cheap pliers. Holy shit. They go from needle nose to snub nose, just like that. All right. Got them stripped down to just the aluminum. So now I gotta make it into little bite-sized morsels. Fun. One, two. Hope I put like music over this part or something, because this has got to be the boring part. Yeah. Ta-da! All right, so our crutches were what, 54.4 Oz? Let's see what just the aluminum is gonna be. Yeah. Oh, god damn it, one just fell back there. Well, I'm gonna have to get that in order to get the accurate measurement. Yeah, measurement. It's a weight measurement. It's a measurement. Oh, man, where the heck am I measurement? I guess I could have put two little columns of the boat. Alright, so we're at 32.2, but I gotta get that one from behind there. God darn it. Got it. 33 ounces even. 54.4 down to 33. So that means there's what, 40? It means there's 11.4 ounces of other stuff. That's because I'm good at mathing. Alright, so now all we have to do is heat up the oven, furnace, whatever you want to call it. Try not to get injured too bad, like I did with my damn cheap pair of pliers. That was not fun. Look at that, guys and gals. That is right there. That's what you call a pinch. I'm gonna give you such a pinch. So the objective is to get it as close to 33 ounces as I can once I melt all this stuff into little bricks and bars and maybe even some coins of aluminum. All right, today's the day. I'm gonna melt the crutches. So this is basically what's aluminum in that pair of crutches. And let's see. I weighed them all together, 54.4 ounces, and afterwards just the aluminum is 33 ounces even. So, let's see what we get, shall we? Aluminum. After these crutches, I'm going to do a walker. I didn't get that at the Goodwill. I stole it from an elderly woman that lives in the neighborhood. Always reheat the molds. I learned that from Big Stack. Oh, and also try not to drop these into your molten metal. That would probably not be good. I'm guessing what's happened. Some slag on the top I'm going to skim off. Hopefully we can get it as close to however many ounces I said. I forget every time look at that. Looking for some hot stuff, baby, this evening. Quite a bit of slag at the bottom. I'm going to put you back over here. Over here. Not over here. Over here. Let's see if I can get one more little nugget out of this thing. That's neat. If I bumped it, it makes it flat on the top a little bit at least. Here's the third one I poured. And like the corner, take this shot, hold on. So the corner, that upper right corner from our vantage, wasn't filling in, so I tapped it. And when I did that, it like flattened it out. Here, can you see the shadow of the heat? That's kind of cool. That's pretty cool. So we'll let these cool down a smidge, then we'll dump them in the water. Here's the slag. Pretty decent. Not actually, I did pretty good, I guess. I mean, there's a little bit in there, but there's also a lot of like weird little shit. I don't know what that is. I guess just stuff. So, this is the slag. And this is the slag box. Big one's always the biggest booger to get out. There we go. So when I tapped, got it flat. That's kind of cool. Oh, if only aluminum was worth as much as gold is silver. Look how big this boy is, man. All right, who wants to watch these take the plunge? Oh, that's cool. I should get my cooking thermometer and take this temperature because it is like, it's not boiling, but man, it's hot. Oop. right, let's go see how much we retained. All right, so 33 ounces. That's what we started with just the aluminum. So let's see what we have here. 6.8 plus 10.8 plus this big old thing, 28.8 ounces. So that is 4.2 ounces lost. Yield lost to like slag or steam or poop and whatever else goes up in the air. So, all right, that's pretty cool. So, look at that. This one looks like it has teenage acne or something. Jesus. All right, cool. So the next one's going to be either Nordic Gold, probably be Nordic Gold, or the Walker that I wrestled away from the old lady in my neighborhood. Never liked her much anyway. But the reason why I say Nordic Gold is because